is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube station, and we're going to bring you another game from our one and done 1950 baseball tournament using Action PC Baseball. When you're in, you'll go as your snooze. This game will pit the number 2 Detroit Tigers under the American League, taking on the number 7 Chicago Cubs out of the National League. The Detroit Tigers would finish second in the American League pennant race. Behind the Yankees, 95 wins, 59 losses. The Chicago Cubs would finish 7th in the National League. 64 wins, 89 losses. Again, this is bracket 2. All games for round 1 and bracket 1 are complete. We are now working on bracket 2, round 1. Let's go to the lineups. For the visiting Chicago Cubs, who I will be managing, the computer will manage the Detroit Tigers. Leading off, playing second base, Wayne Terwilliger. Batting second, the center fielder, Bob Borkowski. Batting third, the first baseman, hard-hitting Phil Caravetta. Batting fourth, playing left field, Hank Sauer. Batting fifth, playing right field, Andy Pafko. Batting sixth, third baseman, Bill Serena. Batting seventh, playing shortstop, Roy Smalley. His son would go on to play shortstop for the Twins. Also the Yankees. Batting eighth, doing the catching, Mickey Owen. Batting ninth, doing the pitching, Frank Hiller. Hiller had a record in 1950, 12 wins, 5 losses, 1 save, 3.59 earned run average. Now for the Detroit Tigers, the number 2 seed in bracket 2. Leading off, playing shortstop, Johnny Lipton. Batting second, playing second base, Jerry Pretty. Batting third, the third baseman, George Kell. Batting fourth, the right fielder, Vic Wirtz. Batting fifth, the left fielder, Hoot Evers. Batting sixth, the center fielder, Johnny Groff. Batting seventh, the first baseman, Don Calloway. Batting eighth, doing the catching, Aaron Robinson. And batting ninth, doing the pitching, Art Houdeman. Houdeman had a record of 19 wins, 12 losses, 4 saves, 3.54 earned run average. Let's play ball. Again, I will be playing as the visiting Chicago Cubs, the number 7 seed. The computer will be managing the higher seed, the number 2 seeded Detroit Tigers. Wayne Terwilliger batting .240, 10 home runs, 31 runs driven in 1950. Only had a .211 batting average. off right-handed pitching. 7 out of 10 bunter. We're going to attempt the bunt hit here. Howdeman delivers. The bunt's put down. Throw to first is in time. 1 down. So Howdeman fielded the ball through to Pretty, who's covering first on the wheel play. So 1 down, no one on for the Cubs. Here comes Bob Borkowski. 273, 4 home runs, 29 runs driven in. 270 off right-handed pitching. He'll take strike 1. Howdeman leads off with a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Borkowski digs in. Robinson sets the target. Borkowski grounds to Lipton, who throws to first for the out. 2 down. So 2 outs, no one on. We get to Phil Caravetta. Caravetta 273, 10 home runs, and 31 runs driven in. 314 off right-handed pitching. Righty-lefty matchup for Howdeman. Robinson flashes the signs. Howdeman nods his head. Here's the pitch to Caravetta. Popped up to third. Inning over. We go to the bottom of the first, scoreless. 2 up for Detroit. Lipton, Pretty, and Cal. Johnny Lipton, 293, 2 home runs, 63 runs batted in. 275 off right-handed pitching. So once again, you have Frank Hiller on the mound. 12 and 5 behind the plate. Mickey Owen, average catcher with an average arm. Serena's at third, above average range. Smalley, 8 out of 10 range at short. Average range at second in Twer. Gerd. And Caravetta, above average at first. Left field. Ben Sauer. Average range, average arm. Center field, Borkowski. Above average range with an average arm. And in right, Andy Pafko. Below average range with a 7 out of 10 arm. Alright, Lipton steps in the batter's box. Here's the pitch by Hiller. That ball goes deep to center. Borkowski's there, 1 down. Joey Pretty steps to the plate. 277, 13 home runs, 75 runs driven in. 249 off right-handed pitcher. Owen sets the target. Hiller delivers. That's a single to left for Pretty. 1 out, 1 on. Caravetta holding Pretty on at first. 5 out of 10 base runner. Here comes George Kell. Tigers third baseman, 340, 8 home runs, 101 runs knocked in, 331 off right-handed pitching. Hiller looks to first, now in at Owen. Here's the pitch to Kell. There goes Pretty, and he steals second base. Got an excellent jump there. So he's in scoring position with 1 out. Dick Wirtz on deck. Hiller takes a deep breath. Owen sets the target. Here's the pitch to Kell. That's a hard ground ball to short for out number 2. Holding at second is Pretty. Tigers fans want to see Wirtz knock in. Runner from second to get an early lead here. Bottom of the first, 2 outs. Dick Wirtz, 308, 27 home runs, 123 runs driven in, 336 off right-handed pitching. First base is open. Evers is on deck. try the pitch around here, see if we get words to trace. Hiller nods his head. Owen sets the target. Here's the pitch to Works. And he walks. And then chase on the 3-1 count. So 2 outs, 2 on. And here comes Hoot Evers. 323, 21 home runs, 103 runs driven in, 330 off right-handed pitching. 2 outs, 2 on. Hiller toes the rubber, looks in at Owen. Here's the pitch to Evers. And he strikes him outside, retired. Detroit strands 2. We go to the top of the second, scoreless here at Briggs Stadium. 2 up for the Chicago Cubs. Sauer, Pafko, and Serena. Hank Sauer steps to the plate. 274 batting average, 32 home runs, and 103 runs driven in. 271 off right-handed pitching. And for a ball, he can drive out at Briggs Stadium. Behind the plate, we have Aaron Robinson. 4 out of 10 catching ability, 6 arm. Kells a 7 out of 10 at third. Lipton 6 out of 10 at short. Pretty 4 out of 10 at second. Holloway 6 out of 10 at first and left fielder. Evers 7 out of 10 range, 6 arm. Groff 5 out of 10 range, 5 arm in center. And Vic Works in right, average arm, average defensive range. Here's the pitch by Houtman. Sauer swings, pops it up to Kell at third, 1 down. Here's Andy Pafko. 304 batting average, 36 home runs, 93 runs driven in, 301 off right-handed pitching. Houtman takes a breath, looks in at Robinson. Here's the pitch. Pafko swings, sends that to Evers and left. Out number 2. So 2 outs, base is empty. Here comes Bill Serena. Cubs third baseman, 239, 17 home runs, 61 runs driven in, 239 off right-handed pitching. He digs in. He awaits the Houtman offering. Here it is. Serena swings, pops it up to first, side retired. Callaway made that play. We go to the bottom of the second, still scoreless here at Briggs Stadium. 2 up for the Tigers. Groff, Callaway, and Robinson to face Hiller back out on the mound for the Cubs. Johnny Groff, 306, 12 home runs, 85 runs driven in, 298 off right-handed pitching in 1950. Righty-righty matchup. Owen pounds the mid, sets the target. Here's the pitch by Hiller. That ball goes deep to left center field. Sauer's there to make the catch. 1 away. Don Callaway steps to the plate, 289, 6 home runs, 62 runs driven in for the Detroit Tiger first baseman, 288 off right-handed pitching. Hiller nods his head. Here's the pitch to Callaway. And that's a single to right center. Second hit of the ball game for the Tigers. 1 out, 1 on. Callaway 5 out of 10 runner. Caravetta holding him on. Here comes the catcher, Aaron Robinson. 226 batting average, 9 home runs, 37 runs driven in, 230 off right-handed pitching. 0 rating for a bunter. Cubs hope to turn 2 up the middle with Smalley and Terwilliger. Hiller's ready. Here's the pitch. Robinson swings to Hiller, throws to Caravetta. Hit run was on, advancing to second is Callaway. 2 outs. As the Detroit Tigers fans clap along to the song for the organist. Stepping to the plate, trying to help his own cause, Art Houtman. pitcher batted 151, no home runs, 3 RBIs, only 109 off right-handed pitching. Once again, the Tigers have a runner in scoring position. The windup and the pitch by Hiller. That's a ground ball to right field. Pafko comes charging in. He'll try to throw home. And get Callaway. Here's a throw to the plate. And he's out! Side retired on the great throw by Pafko in right. We go to the top of the third, still scoreless. Pafko put on a good charge, fired to Owen, who applied the tag on the Detroit runner. Leading off for the Cubs, top of the third, Smalley, Owen, and Hiller. Callaway getting gunned out at the plate. Alright, here comes Roy Smalley. 230, 21 home runs, 84 runs driven in. 236 batting average. That's a very productive 230. Righty-righty matchup. The windup and the pitch by Houtman. Smalley strikes out. Big swing and a miss. One away. Here comes the catcher, the number 8 batter, Mickey Owen. 243, 2 home runs, 21 runs driven in. Righty-righty matchup. Robinson sets the target. Here's the pitch to Owen. Grounder into right field. A 1-out single. First hit for the Cubbies. Stepping to the plate, Cubs pitcher, Frank Hiller. 114, 1 RBI, 2 runs knocked in. 10 out of 10 bunter, he will attempt to put the sacrifice down. Corners are in for Detroit. Here's the pitch to Hiller. He squares the bunt. He puts a good one down. He only plays the first. Pretty covers on the wheel play. There's 2 down. Owen is at second now for the Cubs in scoring position with 2 outs. He'll be off on contact. Top of the order for the Chicago Cubs. Wayne Terwilliger, he's 0 for 1. Houtman gets the sign. Here's the pitch. And he strikes out Terwilliger. Side retired. Cubs strand their runner at second. We go to the bottom of the third. Still scoreless here at Briggs Stadium. Remember, this is a one-and-done playoff tournament. You win, you're in. You lose, you snooze. Second game in bracket 2. Round 1. Here comes Johnny Lipton. He's 0 for 1. Hiller takes a deep breath out on that mound. He sets and delivers. Lipton swings and flies out the Pafko in right. 1 down. Here comes Jerry Pretty. He's 1 for 1. He singled in the first. Owen wiggles the fingers. Hiller nods his head. Here's the pitch to Pretty. Grounder to Terwilliger over to Caravetta, 2 down. Once again, Tigers fans looking to try to rally their team here in the bottom of the third. 2 outs, no one on. Here comes George Kelly. He's 0 for 1. Hiller works quickly. Here's the pitch to Kel. That ball is a fly ball to shallow left center field. Making the running catch. Retiring the side is Borkowski. We go to the top of the fourth, still scoreless at Briggs Stadium here in Detroit. Due up for the Chicago Cubs, the man who just made that fine running catch. Borkowski, then Caravetta, followed by Sauer. Bob Borkowski's 0 for 1. Houtman back out on the mound, toes the rubber, looks in at Robinson. Here's the pitch to Borkowski. Slow grounder to Callaway. He flips to Houtman covering. 1 away. Here comes Phil Caravetta. He's 0 for 1. Righty-lefty matchup. The windup and the pitch to Caravetta. And that's a single to right. So a 1-out single for Phil Caravetta, 5 out of 10 base runner. Holloway will be holding him on at first. Here comes Hank Sauer, 0 for 1. Sauer did have 32 home runs, with 103 runs driven in 1950. Houtman looks to first. Now in at Robinson at the plate. Here's the pitch to Sauer. He swings, grounder to Lipton to Pretty to Callaway, double play, side retired. We'll go at the bottom of the 4th, still scoreless here at Briggs Stadium. Due up for the 1950 Detroit Tigers, Wirtz, Evers, and Groff. It's been a pitcher's duel so far here at Briggs Stadium. Back up on the mound for the Cubbies. Frank Hiller will face Vic Wirtz, who walked his first time up. They pitch very carefully to Vic. Righty-lefty matchup. Hiller takes a deep breath. Here's the pitch to Wirtz. It's a hard ground ball to Caravetta. He fields it and races to the first base bag himself. 1 down. Here comes Hoop Evers. He's 0 for 1. Again, Hiller works quickly. Evers swings, foul down the left field line. Counts now 0-2 on Evers. Owen pounds the mitt, sets the target. Here's the pitch by Hiller. Grounder into left field. Past the third baseman, Serena. So a 1-out single. Evers at first. 6 out of 10 runner. Caravetta holding him on. Stepping to the plate, Johnny Groff. He's 0 for 1. 4 out of 10 punter. 8 out of 10 hit and run. Hiller throws the first. Caravetta applies the tag, but not in time. Evers is safe. Again, Hiller looks to Caravetta at first. Now in at Owen, here's the pitch to Groff. Grounder to Serena, his only play goes to Caravetta, and it's not in time. Hustling all the way down the first baseline is Groff. He will have himself an infield hit. So 1 out, 2 on. And here comes Don Callaway. Singled in the second. Cubs want to turn 2 up the middle with Smalley and Terwilliger. Here's the pitch to Callaway. Grounder to Terwilliger, Smalley, Caravetta. There's the double play. Side retired. We go to the top of the 5th. In this pitcher's duel, still scoreless at Briggs Stadium. Both pitchers spinning gems here. Due up for the Cubs. Pafko threw out. Pulled away at the plate to keep this a scoreless game. And Serena and Smalley. Robinson goes through the signs. Houtman nods his head. Here's the pitch to Pafko. That's a fly out to Evers. Down the left field line, 1 down. Here comes Bill Serena, 0 for 1. Houtman toes the rubber. Here's the pitch. Serena swings, goes to right center field. Groff makes the catch, 2 down. Here comes the number 7 batter, Brody Smalley. He'll turn that double play. Bottom of the 4th. He's 0 for 1. Looking to extend the inning here for the Cubbies. The windup and the pitch. Smalley strikes out, swinging side, retired. We go to the bottom of the 5th, still scoreless here at Briggs Stadium. Light rain coming down. 2 up for Detroit. The catcher Robinson and Houtman, and the top of the order, Lippon. Robinson's 0 for 1. Hiller's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Robinson. And that's a grounder to right. Lead-off single for Robinson. 2 out of 10 base runner. Caravetta holding him on. And here comes Art Houtman, who singled thought he had an RBI, but Callaway got thrown out at the plate by Pofko to end the second inning. Thus, we still have a scoreless game here. Bottom of the fifth, runner on, no outs. Here's the pitch to Houtman. It's a bunt. They go to first, and they get the runner there. But Houtman does his job to sacrifice Mitch Robinson over to second base. He's in scoring position. Once again, Detroit has a runner in scoring position with one out. Here comes Johnny Lippa. It's 0 for 2. It's flown out deep twice. Hiller looks back towards second. Terwilliger bluffs towards the bag. Now in at Owen, here's the pitch to Lippa. That ball goes back to the pitcher. He throws to Caravetta. I'm sorry, to Twillinger for out number 2. So they sacrificed 2 times in a row. That was kind of crazy. So with 2 outs, Robinson is 90 feet away. 2 consecutive sacrifices. Once. And it's up to Jerry Purdy, who's 1 for 2. Single in the first, grounded to second and third. On deck is George Kell. Hiller looks in at Owen. Here's the pitch to Purdy. And that's a single to center, 1-0 Detroit. Tigers fans explode here at Brinks Stadium as they take a 1-run lead with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th in this one-and-done playoff tournament. Clutch hitting by Purdy. Here comes George Kell. Number 3 batter for the Tigers is 0 for 2 today. It's grounded to short, fly to shallow left center. Hiller throws to first, back in time is Purdy. Hiller gets the ball back, he rubs it up, steps back up on the hill, he toes that rubber, looks to first. Now in at Owen, here's the pitch to Kell. That's a single to center, going first to third is Purdy. Tigers have something going here. 2 outs, runners on the corner, and here comes the very dangerous Vic Wertz. He's 0 for 1, he has walked once. Owen goes out to the mound to have a word with Hiller. Caravetta meets him there. Umpire breaks up the meeting. Players back to their positions. Hiller back up on the mound. Owen pounds that mitt, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Vic Wertz. Grounder to Caravetta, who flips to Hiller, covering the bag side, retired. But the Tigers break through with 1 run on a 2-out single by Purdy. We go to the top of the 6th, 1-0 Detroit. Duel for the Cubs here at Brinks Stadium. Owen, Hiller, and Terwilliger. Nicky Owens 1 for 1. Singled in the third. Houtman back out on that mound. Here's the pitch to Owen. And he grounds to short, 1 down. Nice play by Lippa. Here comes the pitcher, Frank Hiller. He's thrown 67 pitches. He's good for 140. He's down 1-0. He shall stay in the game. He'll take. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. Hiller to take again. Strike 1. Swing away now. The windup and the pitch by Houtman. Popped up to third. Out number 2. Kell makes the play. 2 down, no one on. And here comes Wayne Terwilliger. Takes in. To extend this Cubs inning. He did have 10 home runs with 31 RBIs in 1950. Robinson sets the target. Here's the pitch by Houtman. And he walks. So Terwilliger is on first. 8 out of 10 base runner. Callaway holding him on. Bob Borkowski steps to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch to Borkowski. And he strikes outside, retired. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Still 1-0 Detroit. I shall be back in a moment. And we are back. Thank you for your patience. So, due up for the Cubs, Evers, Groff, and Callaway to face Hiller. Hiller so far 5 innings, 8 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Here's the pitch to Evers. Grounder to Smalley, makes the diving stop, throws to Caravetta, out number 1. Nice play by Smalley at short, robbing Evers of a single. So 1 out, no one on. Here comes Johnny Groff. He has flown out and had an infield single in the 4th. Hiller's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Groff. And Groff walks, 2nd time on now. Caravetta holding Groff on, 5 out of 10 base running ability. Here comes Don Callaway. Singled in the 2nd and grounded into a double play in the 4th. Cubs want another one of those. 2 for 1. Go back to the bench and bat. Here's the pitch to Callaway. That's a single to right past Terlinger. 2nd baseman made a lunge for it but couldn't get to it. So 1 out, 2 on, and here comes Aaron Robinson, the catcher, the number 8 batter. Singled in the 5th and grounded to the pitcher, forcing out on a fielder's choice. He was thrown out. Callaway advanced to 2nd. So 1 out, 2 on. Again, the Cubs want to turn 2 up the middle with Smalley and Terlinger. Hiller gets the sign from Owen. Here's the pitch to Robinson. Grounded to Twillinger, to Smalley, to Caravetta. There's a double play. Side retired. As that went 4 to 6 to 3, we go to the top of the 7th. Detroit clings to that 1-run lead here at Briggs Stadium. Due up for the Cubs, Caravetta, Sauer, and Pafko to face Houtman. Art Houtman, 6 innings, 2 hits, 1 walk, no runs. Phil Caravetta's 1 for 2. Hop to 3rd and single. Houtman gets a sign from Robinson. Here's the pitch to Caravetta. Grounded to short, over to 1st, 1 down. Nice play by Lippa, once again at short for the Tigers. So 1 out, no one on. Here comes Hank Sauer. Sauer, 32 home runs for the Cubs, 103 runs batted in 1950. He wants one big swing to tie it up here. Hauptman and the Tigers denying him. Hauptman nods his head. Here's the pitch to Hank Sauer. Sauer swings. That's a shallow fly ball to left. Evers comes in, makes the catch, 2 down. He missed a good pitch to hit there. So with 2 outs, no one on, it's up to Andy Pafko, Cubs right fielder, to keep this inning alive. Pafko had 36 home runs, so he's got pop in his bat. He digs in. He's looking for a pitch he can grip and rip. Robinson flashes the fingers. Hauptman nods his head. Here's the pitch to Pafko. And that is a grounder to short. And Lipton makes the play, side retired. Very smooth play moving towards the second base bag. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Still 1-0. Tigers here at Briggs Stadium. 2 up for Detroit. Their pitcher, Hauptman, in the top of the order. Lippin and Pretty. Hauptman's 1 for 1. Remember, he singled in the 2nd, thinking he was going to knock in Callaway, but Pafko threw him out at the plate to end the inning. Then he had a sacrifice bunt in the 5th. Killer's ready. Here's the pitch. Hauptman swings this grounder to second. 1 down. Top of the order. As the organist has the fans clapping along here at Briggs Stadium, Johnny Lipton steps to the plate. Now in the batter's box, he's 0 for 2. Here is the windup and the pitch to Lippon. That ball goes to left center field. Borkowski is there, makes the catch. 2 away. So with 2 outs, no one on, here comes Jerry Purdy. 2 for 3. Singled in the 1st, grounded out in the 3rd. Single to center, knocking in the only run for Detroit when Robinson scored on the 2-out single. That's how we have it, a 1-0 lead here. Right now, he's looking to extend this inning. He did have 13 home runs in 1950. Hiller takes a deep breath. He sets and delivers. Pretty swings, grounds a Smalley over to Caravetta, side retired. This pitcher duel continues to the top of the 8th. 1-0 Detroit. Due up for the Chicago Cubs, Serena, Smalley, and Owen. Cubs need to muster up 1 run here to tie this ball game up. Hauptman and the Tigers looking to deny them. Here's the pitch to Serena, who's 0 for 2. He walks, and there's an argument at the plate. Tigers manager comes out, protecting his players. Order is restored. Back out on the mound, though unhappy, is Hauptman. He did not like that ball call. Neither did Robinson, the catcher. Tying run at first. Callaway holding on Serena. Serena 4-10 base running ability. Here comes Smalley. Smalley's 0 for 2. He had 21 home runs with 84 RBIs. One swing of the bat, if he gets a hold of one, will give the Cubs the lead here. Hauptman looks to first. Now in at Robinson. Here's the pitch to Smalley. He swings and sends that out to deep left center field. The Groff tracks it down, and retreating to first is Serena. So 1 out, 1 on, and here comes the catcher, Mickey Owen. He's 1 for 2. Singled in the 3rd, grounded out to short in the 6th. 8 out of 10 hit and run. Hauptman does have control issues though. Walked 99, struck out 88. We're going to roll the dice here and play hit and run. Here's the pitch to Owen. He swings, and that ball goes to left center field. And he has himself a hit and run single. Going first to 3rd is Serena. The hit and run works. The roll of the dice pays off. Stepping to the plate Cubs pitcher Hiller, and he's going to be called back. As the Tigers are playing their infield in, Hiller is called back here. 1 out, top of the 8th. Cubs trailing by 1. They have runners at first and third. Another good game in this 1951 tournament. All players are available for each team. Who hit right-handers? Here comes Hank Edwards. He batted .360 off right-handers with a .540 slugging percentage. So Hank Edwards will pinch hit. Big moment here for Edwards, who did not get the start. He was very disappointed about that. Edwards digs in. Runners on the corners. The Tigers have their infield in. Edwards is at least looking for a fly ball to tie this ball game up. Edwards 2 home runs, 21 RBIs, and 110 at-bats. .364 batting average. .360 off right-handed pitch. Robinson has a quick word with Houtman. Back behind the plate. Sets the target. Here's the pitch to Hank Edwards. He swings and he grounds that ball in the right field. We have a tie ball game. A pinch hit, 1 out single by Hank Edwards knocks in Serena from third, and it's 1-1. Go ahead run at second. In the catcher, Owen. So 2 on, 1 out, and here comes Wayne Terwilliger. He's 0 for 2. Houtman takes a deep breath. Looks in at Robinson. Here's the pitch to Terwilliger. And he strikes him out. So 2 outs, 2 on, and here comes Bob Borkowski. He's 0 for 3. He's grounded to short, grounded to first, and struck out. Cubs look back at their bench now. Preston Ward, 285. 283 off right-handers. Slugging percentage 401, and Preston Ward come in to pinch hit. Another lefty here. He had 6 home runs, 33 RBIs, 253 batting average, 283 off right-handers, 285 at-bats, 2 outs, 2 on. Runners will be off on contact. Righty-lefty matchup for Houtman. Here's the pitch to Ward. Ward swings, and that is a double off the right field wall. Retrieving it is Vic Wirtz. Wirtz has an arm of a 5. Edwards is 3. The Cubs have taken the lead. Edwards would be off on contact. There's 2 outs. Top of the order. We're going to send him. Here's the relay to the plate. Not in time. Edwards slides in safely. The relay throw by Purdy is not in time. The Cubs now have a 2-run lead. And they scored 3 times here in the top of the 8th thanks to the pinch hitting of Edwards and Ward coming off the bench. So with 2 outs, Ward's at second. Here comes Phil Caravetta, 1 for 3. He's popped out, single, and grounded to short. Tigers fans are no longer clapping. Another left-handed batter. Here's the pitch by Houtman. Caravetta swings, sends that deep to center, but Groff makes the catch. The side is finally retired, but the Cubs strike back and strike back hard with 3 runs thanks to 2 pinch hits. One by Edwards, one by Ward. They now take a 3-1 lead to the bottom of the 8th. Need a new catcher and a new pitcher and a center fielder. Jeff Cope will come in to play center field. 6 out of 10 range, 9 out of 10 arm. And the new pitcher will be Johnny Vandermeer. He's a lefty. Righty's only batted .224 off of him, and lefty is .211. So Johnny Vandermeer is going to come in to try to get these final 6 outs for the Cubs as they look to upset the number 2 Tigers in bracket 2. Johnny Vandermeer, 3 wins, 4 losses, 1 save, 3.65 earned run average in 1950. Does have control issues though. He walked 59, struck out 42. He will face Kell, Wertz, and Evers for the Tigers here in the bottom of the 8th, who now trail by 2 runs. Here's the pitch by the lefty Vandermeer. Kell swings, hard ground ball to Serena. Serena, who throws him out at first. Nice stretch by Caravetta, 1 down. Here comes Vic Wertz, lefty-lefty matchup. Wertz 0 for 2. Only .261 off left-handed pitching. Vandermeer gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Wertz swings and he lines out to a lunging Smalley at short, 2 down. Vandermeer gets the baseball after they throw it around the horn. Rubs it up, steps back up on the hill, toes that rubber, takes a deep breath, looks in at Owens. Here's the pitch to Evers, who's 1 for 3. He has struck out, singled, and grounded out. Evers swings, and Sauer coming in. He's going to make a diving attempt, and he cannot make the catch in left. So Evers gets his 2nd hit, 2 outs. Evers at first, being held on by Caravetta. Tying run comes to plate in Groff. Johnny Groff, 1 for 2. Remember, he had 12 home runs in 1950 with 85 runs driven in. He has flown deep to left center in the 2nd, singled in the 4th, and walked in the 6th. 2 outs. Vandermeer throws to first. Caravetta applies the tag, but not in time. Trying to keep Evers close. 6 out of 10 base running ability. Vandermeer again looks to Caravetta, now in at Owen. Here's the pitch to Groff. Fly ball deep to Sauer. He makes the catch in left, right in front of the wall. He reached up. Oh, anxious moments in that Cubs dugout, but they get the 3 outs. We go to the top of the 9th. The Cubs lead the Tigers 3-1 and look to tack on some more. 2 up for the Cubs. Sauer, who just made that running catch up against the wall and left. Pafko and Serena. They will face Art Houtman, who's still out there. 99 pitches. Good for 145. Houtman, 8 innings, 5 hits, 3 earned runs. Walked 2, struck out 5. Sauer's 0 for 3. Robinson sets the target. Here's the pitch by Houtman. Popped up to third base, no, to short, excuse me. Lipton out on the grass, makes the catch. The ball carried, he called Lipton out, he called Kell off. 1 out, no one on. Here comes Andy Pafko. He's 0 for 3, but he did throw Callaway out at the plate to end the 2nd inning. Looks like a huge play now. It's always a huge play to throw someone out at the plate. Pafko looking for his first hit. He digs in. Here's the offering by Houtman. Kafka swings, pops it up. And guess who? It's short. Lipton again in the shallow outfield. 2 down. So 2 outs, no one on. It'll be up to Bill Serena, the third baseman, who's 0 for 2 to extend this inning. He did walk his last time up. Houtman looks in at Robinson, nods his head. Here's the pitch to Serena. Grounder to Kell, over to Callaway, side retire. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Tigers trail by 2. The Cubs are now leading 3-1. The Cubs are 3 outs away from advancing to round 2 and knocking off the 2 seed in bracket number 2. The Detroit Tigers. And it's up to Johnny Vandermeer to get those 3 outs. 2 up for the Tigers. Callaway, who's 2 for 3, again got thrown out at the plate trying to score, which ended the 2nd inning by Kafka. He'll be followed by Robinson and the pitcher Houtman, most likely a pinch hitter. Vandermeer's ready. Here's the pitch to Callaway. Fly ball to path going right center. He makes the catch. 1 down. Cubs 2 outs away from advancing. Comes Aaron Robinson, the catcher's 1 for 3. Grounded to the pitcher. Singled in the 5th. And grounded into a double play in the 6th. Lefty-lefty matchup. Robinson only batted .213 off left-handed pitching. Vandermeer rocks and fires. Robinson swings. Jeffcoat will make a diving attempt, and he can't get to it. The ball is by him. Jeffcoat chases after him, but it's too late. Robinson's at second base with a double. Pinch runner now comes in. Pat Mullen. So Jeffcoat made a bid at it, could not make the catch. Tying run at the plate and Houtman. I don't think he'll bat. Here comes the pinch hitter. So Houtman's day is done. 1 out. Tying run comes to plate Neil Berry for the Tigers. 250. No home runs, 7 RBIs. 300 off left-handed pitching. First base is open, but you will not want to walk the tying run. Vandermeer looks in at Owen. Nods his head. Here's the pitch to Berry. And he strikes him out, swinging. Detroit is down to the final out here. Tying run comes to the plate to shortstop Johnny Lippin. He's 0 for 3. Mullins at second. The number 2 seed is on the verge of elimination. Number 7 seed Chicago Cubs out of the National League. 1 out away from advancing to round 2 in bracket 2. Lippin has flown deep to center in the 1st, deep to right in the 3rd, had a sacrifice bunt in the 5th, and flew deep to left center in the 7th. He's hit the ball hard, not much to show for it. Owen goes through the sides. Vandermeer shakes him off. Owen goes through them again. Now Vandermeer nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Lippin. And he walks him. Tying runs at first. Winning run comes to the plate with 2 outs. 2 on for the Tigers. Jerry Purdy. He's 2 for 4. Owen goes up to have a word with Vandermeer on the mound. Caravetta joins him. So does Serena. Purdy singled in the 1st, grounded to second in the 3rd, singled in the 5th, knocking in Robinson. Only run for the Tigers. And grounded out in the 7th. Owen back behind the plate. Players back to their positions. 2 outs, 2 on. Tying run at first, winning run at the plate. The pitch by Vandermeer. And he walks Purdy. The Cubs are imploding here. Only 1 out away from advancing. But now the bases are loaded thanks to a double and back-to-back walks with 2 outs. And here comes a very dangerous George Kell. Kell, 101 runs driven in, 8 home runs, 340 batting average, and 358 off left-handed pitching. Kell grounded out in the first, flew out in the third, singled in the fifth, and grounded out in the eighth. No place to put George. Tying run at second, winning run at first. Again, Owen goes out to have a word with Vandermeer. Now back behind the plate. Tense moments here at Briggs Stadium. One swing of the bat, Kell could be a hero. One swing of the bat, this ball game could be over. But who shall win? We shall see. The windup and the pitch to Kell. And he walks him! Vandermeer has imploded on the mound. The tying run is now 90 feet away and lifted. Kell gets an RBI with the bases loaded walk. The winning run, Pretty, is at second base. And I think we're going to have to go back to the bullpen as Vandermeer just can't do it. He's walked 3 batters in this inning. It's now 3-2. Vic Wertz, the dangerous left-handed batter, comes to the plate. Wertz is only batting .261 off lefties, so Vandermeer's going to stay in there. Lots of excitement here at Briggs Stadium. Both teams up on the top step of their respective dugouts. Vandermeer takes a deep breath, the windup and the pitch to Wertz. That ball is gone! A walk-off grand slam by Vic Wertz! And the Tigers explode! Vic Wertz with the walk-off grand slam. The Cubs were only 1 out away from advancing. What a ball game! As the Tigers players greet Wertz at home plate, the Tigers will advance to round 2 on the walk-off grand slam by Vic Wertz. The fans are going nuts here at Briggs Stadium. The Cubs were 1 out away, and Johnny Vandermeer couldn't bring it home for them. Unbelievable game. As Ken Castro in the chat says, what an exciting game, Al. Thanks. No, thank you, Ken. Wow. Vic Wertz with a walk-off grand slam. Johnny Vandermeer pooped himself out on that mound. As D. Scott Howard says, I got here just in time. Unbelievable game. The Cubs were 1 out away from advancing after... Let's go to it. Let's go to the box score. Winning pitcher is Houtman. The losing pitcher who just really pooped himself, Vandermeer, Johnny Vandermeer, 1 out away. MVP, the man who hit the grand slam, Vic Wertz. Let's go to the box score. Okay, that'll be up in a moment. What a game. This 1951 and done series has been the most incredible tournament I've played so far. I've watched every game twice. This one I'll watch again. Oh my God. Let's go to the pitching. So Hiller went 7 innings for the Cubs. 9 hits, 1 run, it was earned. Walked 2, struck out 1. When he left the game, he had the lead as the Cubs scored three runs in the top of the eighth and went up 3-1. Vandermeer struggled a little bit in the bottom of the eighth. Cubs do nothing in the top of the ninth, and Vandermeer implodes on the mound, gives up 5 runs with 2 outs. So Hauptman gets the win for Detroit. 9 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs all earned, 2 walks, 5 Ks. What a ball game. The Cubs only mustered 5 hits, 2 of them by pinch hitters in the top of the eighth. Ward pinch hit, knocking in 2 to put them ahead 3-1, and before that, Edwards singled to tie the game. So Terwilliger 0 for 3, Borkowski 0 for 3, Ward 1 for 1, knocked in the go-ahead runs off the bench. Jeffcoat came in to play defense in center, and I made him make a diving attempt in the ninth with 2 outs. And that cost us. Turned into a double. Caravetto 1 for 4. Sauer 0 for 4. Pafko 0 for 4, but he threw Callaway out at the plate in the second. Serena 0 for 3 with a run scored. He walked once. Borkowski also struck out once. Terlinger struck out twice. Smalley 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and played stellar defense at short. Owen, the catcher, 2 for 3 with a run scored. Hiller, the pitcher, 0 for 1. Edwards, the pinch hitter, 1 for 1 with an RBI. So they had 30 at-bats, 3 runs, 5 hits, 3 RBIs, 2 walks, struck out 5 times, 1 double. 2 of their hits came in the top of the eighth when I called in pinch hitters. I thought I had a win as I managed, the higher seeded team, the number 7 Cubs. 3-1 with Vandermeer on the mound. Batting average against for lefties is like 211, for righties 220. But he did have control issues, and it did come up. Let's go to Detroit, who pulls out an improbable win on the Vic Wertz grand slam, walk-off grand slam. Lipton, 0 for 3 with a run scored, a walk. Pretty, 2 for 4 with runs scored, an RBI, and a walk. Kell, 1 for 4, a run scored, an RBI, and a walk. Here's the man, Vic Wertz, 1 for 4. But what a one it was. A walk-off grand slam with 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth to advance the Detroit Tigers to the second round in this one-and-done tournament of 1950. And he had a walk. Evers, 2 for 4 with a strikeout. Groff, 1 for 3 with a walk. Callaway, 2 for 4. Robinson, 2 for 4 with a run scored and a double. That was a double with 2 outs. I had our Jeffcoat make a dive at it in center. Probably should have played it safe, I guess. In hindsight, yeah. Not that it would have mattered because we had all those walks, but Callaway, 2 for 4. Robinson, 2 for 4. I already said that. Pinch runner Mullen scored on the grand slam. Hauptman was 1 for 2, almost had an RBI as Callaway was thrown out at the plate. Take care, Ken. Thank you for stopping by. As D. Scott Howard says, well, that's the basic Cubs baseball. I thought I was a winner. Barry, the pinch hitter, struck out. All right, let's go to the recap and call it an early morning. Detroit scored first in the 5th. They finally broke through with 1 run on 3 hits after they had a runner thrown out at the plate in the second to end the inning. Jerry Purdy singled, scoring Robinson 1-0 Detroit. That held up until the top of the 8th, when the Cubs had 7 batters to the plate, including 2 pinch hitters. They scored 3 runs on 3 hits and a walk. Hank Edwards, the first pinch hitter, singled, scoring Serena to tie the game at 1. Preston Ward doubled, the second pinch hitter, with 2 outs, knocking in 2, and it made it 3-1 Cubs as we went to the Top of the ninth, the Cubs didn't score. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Vandermeer gets 2 quick outs. Then he allows the double. Detroit scored 5 runs on 2 hits and 3 walks. George Kell walked, scoring Mullen 3-2. Then Vic Wertz hit the walk-off game-winning grand salami. Detroit escapes defeat 6-3 on the grand slam by Vic Wertz. The Cubs, who thought they had victory, saw it snatched from them and got the agony of defeat instead. Tigers get the thrill of victory. Cubs, the agony of defeat. Vic Wertz, player of the game. 1 for 4, grand slam walk-off. Art Houtman gets the win. Johnny Vandermeer in relief. Poops himself on the mound, takes the loss. So the Detroit Tigers will advance in an improbable win. Cubs 1 out away from advancing to the second round. Vic Wertz hits a grand slam after 2 outs. Unbelievable. Detroit wins 6-3. Quickly go to the chat. D. Scott Howard says, thanks, Al. Looking forward to the boxing tournament. That's going to be starting up soon. Thank you to D. Scott Howard and Ken Castro for jumping in the chat and listening. To anyone who listened now or will listen later, this series tournament has been unbelievable. So once again, the Chicago Cubs implode in the bottom of the ninth. Detroit comes back with 5 runs in the bottom of the ninth. Game-winning hit, Vic Wertz, walk-off grand slam. They win 6-3 and advance. The number 2 seed advances to the second round in bracket 2. So Al Red Sox fans saying thank you very much. Health, happiness, till next time. Bye-bye, God bless, and peace.